Hello, darlings, and thank you for joining me on this Tuesday night live. And a very big, wibbly, wobbly, willy waving welcome to you all. Now, then, I've got a lot to talk to you about tonight, my lovelies. So I'm not going to bugger about. I'm going to get on with the comments, try and keep on top of them because I've got some stuff to tell you. Okay, so first cab off the rank tonight is Lord Stiff Upper Lip, who says hello, Boaty. The lovely Carol C is with us. Hello, nose pickers. Sorry, pot pickers. How was your day and evening? Obviously, it goes without saying. You know how it goes, darlings. I want to hear about all of your days. How have you been? What have you been eating? All of the normal stuff. You can send a voice note to the normal number. I can burp, you know. Oh, and apparently I can hiccup as well. Splendid. It's going to be one of those nights, is it? I see. I get the picture. But and the live stream cough as well. You get it all tonight, darlings. I'm about 30 seconds in. I've burped, hiccuped, coughed, fluffed up my worms. And I know I said worms, I said that on purpose. Oh, let's have a drink and crack on with it, shall us? This is a very well-deserved drink. You will find out why very shortly. I'm very excited to talk to you. Very excited indeed. Look, this is my excited face. See what I mean? Cheers, darlings. You're very good health. Bottoms up yours. Get stuffed. I don't know what I find that funny, but I do. Oh, very nice indeed. So we've said hello to Carol C. The lovely Simone is with us, hooked on classics. Amy is here, greeting people by name. And Amy's day has been sunny with a bit of walking out in nature. Lovely. And her evening involved television watching and drinking wine. Wonderful. Well, cheers to you. Cheers to you, my lovely. And cheers to all of you. Yeah. Yeah. Boaty asked Simone, what do you think of banger racing? And do you think electric cars will kill the events off? What do I think of it? Um, well, it was good fun, I suppose. I did it once or twice. It was a laugh. Not something I would get overly excited about now, but well, maybe I would get excited about it if I tried it again. It was, I remember it being good fun. And here's a memory. Right. You need to be a regular viewer to understand what I'm talking about. But you remember my first pub, the Kipper House. And you remember I told you that we had an double-decker bus that Colin used for pub tours, and the driver. Can't remember what happened to the guy with the driver that we used, but I started driving it totally illegally, and I've never been taught to. And it was an old what's it called? Route Master, you know, the London bus type of thing with a steering wheel like that and a crash gearbox. But I drove it all right. Thankfully, never got caught. But the banger racing lot used to pay to borrow it on their banger racing days, and the judges or whatever they were used to sit up on the top deck where they got a better view. So I used to have to drive it there and drive it back. There you go. I'd forgotten about that. I don't know about the electric car thing, Simone. I'm sure they'll still find a way. They'll still find a way. They'll just have to repair them instead of throwing them away or something. Keep them going. Good evening, Honourable Boaty and Bog, says Peter P. A jolly good evening to you. Oh, and Simone has got food news. Excellent. I love the food news. Today she had cereal for breakfast. Good start. Fish. Go away, silly. I didn't summon you. Fish finger and chips for lunch. And dinner was chicken in white sauce with egg fried rice, washed down with a fruit smoothie. Simone is feeling bloated and warns us that she may fart. Well, good luck with all of that, Simone, but that sounds like a jolly good day's worth of grubs there. Matron is here and says evening all. And Matron's food this evening was half a small roast chicken, roasted baby carrots, roast potatoes, and gravy. Well, I might as well give you my food news while I'm at it then. For lunch, I had an emergency lunch, darlings, because I hadn't planned lunch today. And look, just when you thought you'd seen the last of them, I had an emergency Frey Bentos pie. And I had I had a thing of salad from work that's been there since I think I brought it home on Thursday night, might have been, or was it Friday night? No, it would have been Thursday night. And I ended up, and it was supposed to be for lunch on Friday, and I ended up not having it. So I'll tell you what I had, darlings. I had that Frey Bentos minced beef and onion pie with salad, and it was really nice. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. It was, yeah, I'd have that again. I will have that again. Here we go again on the gravy train, says Ian Hully, through the mumblings of the one and only yours truly, Mr. Boaty, with wine glass in hand and a decreasing waistband. Welcome tonight's host. Let us now stand. Well said, Mr. Hully, sir, and a jolly good evening to you. Amy has just purchased a Christmas-themed Hawaiian shirt from Vinted. It's for a party. Does anybody else use Vinted, buying or selling? And Simone has thought about using Vinted, but hasn't done it as yet. The lovely Tracy is with us. Tracy P, or Tracy Cardiff as she is at the moment. Good evening all. Hit the like button, please. And thank you for that. And while I think about it, thank you to everybody who helped with last night's live. We hit record numbers by quite a long way, which is nice. Didn't make any money out of it. It got demonetized and got hit with a bloody copyright, didn't it? That bloody Bruce, the other Bruce Forsyth song was copyrighted. And as usual, it was demonetized for not being suitable for advertisers. But I don't care. It was really good fun. We welcomed some new members of the community, got a couple of subscribers. Emma got a couple of subscribers. I think Emma got 6. And I think that last night's live stream may hit 4,000 views. Let's have a look, shall we? What's it on at the moment? It is currently on 3,974 views. So if that hits 4K views, that's going to be something to celebrate, isn't it? So thank you very much to all of you who helped make that happen last night. Hope you enjoyed it. I know myself and Emma certainly did, as did Matron. Amy says it was the first time she's used Vinted, so she's looking forward to seeing what turns up. And Amy's dinner was gammon steak with parsley sauce, veg from the garden, and potato wedges. Alan Simpson is with us. What's it all about, Boaty? Greetings, honourable community. Greetings to you, my lovely friend. Skick is here. I see they put the army in London tonight. I think they may have a riot about the death of Chis Cabba, whoever that is. I think the hedgehog needs a beret, a beret, says Alan. Mustard is here. Project Nigel, hello, froggies. And the day has been grand, says Alan. Day 2 of 3 in Inverness for work. Finished off with steak and chocolate fudge cake. Oh, you know how to do it. Emma's here, the lovely M11. Good evening, all. And start singing, I'm back in Boaty, the good farts are blowing away. Apparently, God, apparently, says Alan, if you burp and fart at the same time, your body takes a screenshot. Oh dear. And Peter P asks Alan, does a Polaroid pop out somewhere? And Alan says it depends how hard you squeeze. The lovely Sean is with us. Are you sure that picture behind you is in the right location? Maybe you can put it on your fridge door. Sean, I've not read your comments, mate, but I did. When I watched your video in bed this morning, I thought, yeah, that's going to get some comments. I love it. I think your front room works way better in that setup. I think it looks more natural. I think it looks cozier. I think it looks happier. It looks more atmospheric. I think it looks lovely. But I take it you've been getting a lot of well-meant advice in your comments. Right, well, I'm going to be inviting you lot to give me some well-meant advice. I'll come on to that as soon as I've caught up with the comments. It's quite big news, darlings. It's quite big news. I found Vinted easy to use, says Tracy. I collected from a locker, but you have to go within a day or two. Free postage on the first go. Simone has subbed to Emma with her second channel, which is very kind. Andrew Buttigieg is with us. A very good evening, Boaty and everyone. Good evening to you, my lovely Ivor Spotty Butty. Right. That's who Skick was talking about. Yeah, heard a bit of that on the news. The judge released an order today so that the jury were allowed to it's the guy who was shot by the police, and the judge has ordered that the jury should be allowed to know of his police record, and apparently he's a gang member, or was a gang member of one of the most feared gangs in London, and he had history for this, that, and the other. Doesn't necessarily mean that it was okay to shoot him, or does it? Well, I guess we'll find out. But the policeman who did shoot him has been cleared of murder. So if you get a copyright strike, says Sean, you can remove the song and they will remove the copyright strike. Yeah, it wasn't a strike. I'm allowed to use it. It's just a copyright claim. And I'm not going to bother removing the song because it was demonetized anyway for being unsuitable for advertising, as Monday nights invariably are. The rest of the live streams, amazingly, I get away with, but there's no point in removing the song when it was demonetized anyway. Right, now, Jimmy F500. I'm conflicted on Cutlery Gate. Oh, Cutlery Gate is becoming a bit of a thing, darlings, and it's going to become more of a thing when I actually release the actual review video tomorrow. I've got to edit it first and all of that. But yeah, when that comes out, Cutlery Gate is going to really take off, innit? And the restaurant will probably hunt me down and they won't stab me. They haven't got any bleeding knives to stab me with, have they? I told Ram about it. He said, we've got a bag of our old cutlery down in the cellar. Take them that. Oh dear. I'm conflicted on Cutlery Gate, says Jimmy F500. Both of you made very valid points. I will pass my sentence when I find out, maybe later in the week, why the restaurant didn't have the offending cutlery. I want to know, says Emma, if the food was stuffed in a naan wrap or whether it was laid out on a plate. Well, I should say wait until the video tomorrow, but it was laid out on a plate. It was chicken in a tomato and onion sauce with salad, and it needed cutlery. End of story. I'm going to sell my old polos on Minted. I don't think I'll get much for them. They've all got holes in them, says Ian. Boom, boom. Don't edit out your tantrum or you'll have nothing to post, says Mustard. Oh, Mustard, We didn't actually film a proper ending. I watched your video. I can make an ending out of a couple of bits of your video, but can I use a bit of your footage where you can actually see us, please? I've got the same footage, obviously, but with the camera pointing the other way. Would you mind awfully, my bestest friendy, if I just nicked half a minute or a minute of your stuff to fabricate an ending? So otherwise, I haven't got a proper ending. Thanks in advance. I'm going to do it anyway. I just thought I'd ask. Drat, says Simone. My 55-inch X-televisual device computer monitor is on the blink. But wasn't there thank you, mate. But wasn't there a fork mentioned? Isn't that cutlery? No, it was a very blunt wooden fork that didn't operate fully and correctly as a fork. Peter B says, "Yep, I'm siding with Boaty, but what about the mayo snatcher?" Yeah, well, you can see it. You'll be able to see the Nicki Minaj tomorrow. Probably tomorrow night, 1919, if I can get it all done tomorrow. And then you can make up your own minds. But moving on to what I want to talk to you about. Oh, I missed your comment, Boaty. You missed my comment, Boaty, says Emma. Oh, and that was laid out on a plate, definitely needs cutlery. I'm on Boaty's side. Well, you're on the right side, Emma. Hello, everyone, says Ross, Dino Dad. Skiddy Pants with many Z's says, or Z's. Why did I become American then? I've been watching your videos for a while, and I have to say, I don't like it. I love it. Well, thank you, Skiddy, and I love you too. Thank you for being a big old part of this thing. Fork in neck, says Simone. Ian says, forks aren't cutlery, they are classed as flatware, as they don't cut. Oh, well, there you are, you see. I cannot use wood forks, sets my teeth on edge. Major cringe, says Matron, and you told us that last night. Hello, Ross, the lovely man from down under, says Simone. And right, okay. Now, what I want to talk to you about tonight, darlings, I want to keep talking about Cutlery Gate, so don't feel that you have to stop talking about that. I am happy to keep Cutlery Gate going. I want good views on my review tomorrow. Because let's face it, after I release that, I'm not going to be welcome on the Milton Road anymore. And I don't bloody care. Well, I'll go to Istanbul and the International Chippy. I'll go to that. The weird thing is, that food, I've had it before. That exact meal, I've had it before in the caravan. And because it was a caravan thing, we had cutlery. We had our own cutlery, or I certainly did anyway. And it was really, really nice. That's the shame of it. That food is as good as or better than Istanbul. It's amazing value. But what use is that when you can't eat it? And it was even better in the caravan as well, because we weren't sitting down being waited on. We were standing at the counter. So I specified what salad I wanted. And it was an amazing meal. And I would have really enjoyed it, even without the perfect salad, had I just had some bleeding cutlery. Oh, hang on, a few more comments just as I was about to. Yeah. It all started with the beige cashmere. Bloody hell, it's going to be on a T-shirt, says Mustard. It's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. Well done, Alan, getting a bit of Alanis in there. I like the beige cashmere top, says Andrew. Thank you. Simone can only stay till 11:30. Tracy sent a voice message. That sausage from the chippy didn't look great, says Stephen G. Yeah, but at least I could eat it. Right, okay. Have you and Muzzy kissed and made up? We never fell out. I'm waiting with basted breath to hear what the news is, says Emma. So let's get on to that. Let's get on to the news. Right. Yesterday, obviously yesterday I was AWOL. I was up at the yard. Ram blew his top. And Ram marched round to Bishnu's house, grabbed hold of him, and took him to the restaurant yesterday and said, I'm not doing this anymore. Look, I've damaged my car on the pile of rubble in the car park. The ceiling still hasn't been repaired. The walls are still damp. This is not a bloody fast food joint. This is a fine dining restaurant. Not having it, not having it. And Bishnu agreed. So Bishnu got onto the landlord, who, if you remember, lives right down south, by the south coast somewhere, and said, look, we're not doing this anymore. You've got builders up there that it's going to take them about 35 years to do anything, and they ain't going to do it very well. We're not carrying on like this. There are obviously the landlord knows that Bishnu is an exceptionally rich man, and Bishnu said, if you don't get this sorted like now, then we're just going to close the doors and go. I don't need this restaurant, or I can open this restaurant somewhere else. I don't need this building. I don't. We're not doing it. And the landlord said, "What can I do? What can I do? The builders are really slow." And Bishnu said, "Nah, your problem, mate. Don't care. Don't care. You get it sorted, or the doors closed. Your choice." And so the landlord said, "Right, I'll come up." And sure enough, the landlord did come up tonight. Got here about 9 o'clock, something like that. And he brought with him 4 proper builders, including the ultimate boss of the building firm, which kind of directly or indirectly employs the builders that work up there. And so between us, we all marched around. The landlord's on our side, in fairness, and sort of said, well, they came in the restaurant first, and the landlord took the builders round and said, right, they've redecorated all of this very recently. You can see the damp on the walls, the mold coming through. Then you can see, the bit where all of the ceiling is missing by the toilets, where the ceiling came down. Showed them all of that, and he said, upstairs is a hell of a lot worse. Now, this is the first time that the boss of this building firm. Now, the landlord has paid, I don't know if he's actually paid it all, I hope not, but he's paid 50,000 quid for the work to be done, or he's agreed to pay 50 grand for all the work to be done upstairs. Now, that's quite a sizable chunk of money, isn't it? So these 4 proper buildery type blokes who very clearly knew what they were doing went around and said, right, this, boom, 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 boom. So, went out into the backyard, the pile of rubble, the damage to Ram's car, and said, right, made a phone call. I've got a skipper. I'll get a skip arriving 9 a.m. Friday morning. This will all be done within 1 day. And he went around everything and put a time scale on everything. He said, right, the damp smell and the problem with the ceiling, that was down to a water leak. The water leak made all of the wooden rafters rotten. That's why they were smelling. Those have already been replaced. I just need everything to dry out. I will give it 36 hours after being fully dried out. Then I will come down and we will come down and we will do the ceiling and we'll do the walls. Give that 2 days to settle. You inspect it. You make sure you're happy. The big boss gave us all his direct personal mobile number. Said, any problems, don't speak to them. They are workers. Speak to me. I make things happen. Blah, blah, blah. And he just went around everything. And just came up with a solution for everything. So he said, now I've got a car parked in the yard. I've got Windsor Davis parked in the yard. And he said, would you be okay to move your car for a while so I can put a skip in? I said, the only problem with that is the car is on Sawn. It's not taxed. And it's like the 23rd tomorrow. So I'd have to tax it. I'd have to tax it on the 23rd, pay at least a month's worth of tax for it to be taxed for a week. He said, how much is the tax? I said, 35 quid, something like that. He said, I'll pay that. Fine, do it, get it taxed. Be kind enough to move it for me. And you can park it back there in a couple of days. Well, right, sorted. And basically, that's what happened tonight. He just went round everything. The big boss is of the builders is not going away. He is staying there to do and to supervise the work. Now we're getting to the good bits. Now we're getting to the good bits, darlings. What has also happened is the deal has been done with the landlord. So upstairs is now ours. For better or for worse. A timescale has been put on upstairs, and the big boss has guaranteed within reason that upstairs the work will be done. The new ceilings, the new walls, the chimneys have all been closed off, so that, you know, to prevent any further damp issues and all of that. New floors, blah 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 blah. So all of the building work is going to be completed, and the place is going to be fully and freshly decorated, which I assume includes floors, carpets, or whatever, everything within or by, wait for it, 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today, he has guaranteed within reason that it's all going to be done. So, you know, let's say that there are a few stumbling blocks, as there tend to be. Then, you know, what are we going to be looking at? 3 weeks maximum. So basically, in 2 to 3 weeks' time, I'm going to have a blank canvas of a freshly recommissioned premises to open an Airbnb hotel. I've also done the deal with Bishnu. It is completely my project. I'm in complete charge of it, and I'm going to be paid something. Yeah, that, you know, that's still a bit up in the air, but basically, the way that one is going to go. As things stand, we're going to launch the Airbnb for and let it go for 5 or 6 months, something like that. Now, the initial deal is this: we don't pay any rent, and we run it as an Airbnb, and Bishnu will be in de facto partnership with the landlord, and they will simply do a profit share. I will be on some form of a salary, but also a profit shared incentive, and I will run it. I will have, if I need any help with anything, that's down to me to find it. Bishnu has made it clear that he will not put a second of his own time into it, that it's completely down to me, but he will certainly fund it. So that's probably the best solution for me, because if I was going to try and take it on, then obviously I've got no budget to work with, and I'm going to struggle like hell to furnish it. So doing it this way, I've got some level of guaranteed income, so maybe I'm not going to be as cold this winter as I was last winter, and I can get it up and running much, much quicker, because I'll just have a company card and I can just go out and buy everything to furnish it, and get it up and running. Bishnu and I have also agreed that Claycross is also going ahead. That will happen fairly shortly in the new year, and it will be the same deal there. I'm going to be completely responsible for that as well. So, by some point in the new year, I'm going to be running two fairly large Airbnb hotels. So I'm probably going to be quite busy, but hopefully, if all goes according to plan, I might be a little bit less poor, and that would be nice. Maybe I won't have to worry about going to prison for not paying my council tax. Maybe I will be able to have my heating on at 20 degrees instead of 19 degrees. Little things like that. Maybe I can always buy a £7 bottle of wine and not a £5.29 bottle of wine. You know, maybe. But, there's a bit more hope than there was last night. Look at it that way. That's the way I'm looking at it. But it all seems to be happening a little bit quicker. Oh, even more good news. We've agreed that we're going to take the wall down in the yard. So instead of getting 3 cars squeezed in, driving in through that little gap, you know what the yard looks like. You've got that wall, you've got that little gap. We're going to take the wall down. We're going to put a dropped curb in, so that will double our car parking space. So we'll be able to get 6 cars banged in horizontally, or do you know what I mean? Straight on. With that wall down and the drop curb, we can have 6 parking spaces there, and I'll probably give 3 to the restaurant and keep 3 for the Airbnb. And that will help the Airbnb massively if there are a couple of private off-road parking spaces. But it's all going to be, after waiting for however long we've been talking about this, what is it? Is it a year now since I originally came up with the idea and suggested it to Bish? And suddenly everything seems to be happening at bleeding full speed. So, sorry, I'm hiccuping and burping and everything. So that's really exciting. Going back to the deal, if for any reason the Airbnb doesn't work, then the thing with the landlord will cease. We'll keep the place on and we'll just start paying rent for it. I know the amount that we'd be paying, but on that basis, then if that happens in 5 or 6 months down the line and the Airbnb doesn't work as a total business, then I will take the place on, I will pay the rent, and I will run it as a semi Airbnb, something like that. I'll live there. I'll base myself there. I'll have a room or 2 rooms, and I'll just run it, for the sake of what it's going to cost. I know how much it's going to cost per month if we start paying rent. Then I'll just take it on. I'll do my own thing with it, make it a channel thing, tie it in with the channel, all of that. So either way, whatever happens, upstairs is going to be ours, or more specifically, is going to be mine. And yeah, so it's suddenly a bit of coming down to earth with a jolt to think that in 2 or 3 weeks I could actually have to do this. I could actually have to get this started and spend money and make decisions about this, that, and the other. So that's when I'm going to need your help, darlings. We'll go back to what I said we would do originally. As soon as it's done, I will do a video, and I'll take you around the whole place. Help me out. Give me your ideas for furnishing, style of furnishing, how to lay it out, how to work the Airbnb thing, how to do all of that. So yeah, I want you all to be involved with this. I want it to be a community thing. I'm going to film everything and tie it all in with the channel, but I would really love for you guys to be involved with it. And once we start furnishing it, then the first thing I'll do is I'll set up somewhere for me, and I'll start spending some nights and some days there. I'll live stream from there. I can show you around as we live stream, and we can do this as an ongoing community project. If you guys would like that, and if you would be willing to go there with me and do that with me and all of that sort of thing. So for me, that's quite exciting. And so yeah, so for me tonight is quite a big night. It gives me a few hopes. It gives me the hope of some additional income. It gives me the hope of some additional content to help with the YouTube channel, which again can only be good. It gives me the hope of more community stuff. It gives me the hope of not having the fear over the winter of how am I going to pay for heating, what's going to happen with these bills that I've not been paying, what's going to happen with this, what's going to happen with that. Maybe I will have enough money on a day by day, week by week, and month by month basis to live simply, but to live without fear, to live without debt increasing every day, every week, every month, and to live without that constant fear of I haven't paid this, I can't pay this, how am I going to work that? And that would be enough for me. I don't dream of untold riches or great success or anything. I just dream of being able to pay my way on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. Anything more than that would be a bonus. If I had a bit of money left over to do some work to the fleet and make them all sparkling and wonderful, then obviously that would be great. But it also gives me the hope of at a time when I'd almost kind of given up on my old life of being a businessman, of being an entrepreneur, of creating things out of nothing, creating car businesses and auction houses and a promotion company that didn't exist. And I made it exist and I made it big and successful. It gives me the hope of having something like that in my life again when I never thought that that would happen. You know, it's a chance. It's an opportunity. It's a chance for me to put this to. I don't even know if I've still got it. I know I used to have it, but that was a long time ago. I had amazing entrepreneurial flair. You couldn't do what I did without having that flair. Have I still got it? I don't know. I honestly don't know, but God knows we're going to find out, aren't we? We're going to find out. So yeah, it's just that chance to spend some time being the person that I used to be, doing the things that I used to do, um, and that's exciting to me. That's exciting. It makes me feel. It doesn't make me feel young necessarily, but it does make me feel less old and less knackered and less useless, and as if I'm just waiting for that moment to turn my face to the wall. I can do something dynamic, exciting. I can have this ongoing project that's gonna. So yeah, I'm a bit. You might have noticed, darlings. I'm a bit buzzed tonight. Just a chance to be a bit of a somebody again. You know. Anyway, that's me banging on about all of that. Oh, I've got some other stuff to tell you as well. Forgot about that. I have got a. Oh, we've got some voice notes to play for you, darlings. This is a voice you'll recognise. There are three of them.
How many subscribers does Emma have to get so she can be monetized?
500
Would
to
like
be
to know that, please, Boaty.
500 to be
And
semi-monetized.
thank you for tonight, both of you.
1,000 to be fully
How are you
monetized.
tonight, Vicar? Are you still best friends with your mate, Captain Mustard? It was funny to watch. You were like an old married couple yesterday, especially watching his video today. Anyway, sir, hope you've had a nice day. And today for I had breakfast today, sir. I had a small English breakfast for snack, And then followed for this evening meal, just pizza and chips, sir. Just an easy meal it was tonight. And I hope you enjoyed it with Emma yesterday. I did. It was quite funny yesterday. Can everybody hit the like button, please? How is your balance and tracking now you put your new tyres on? Because sometimes when you swap your wheels, your tracking's out, and so is your balance, sir. So how many subscribers does our wonderful Emma have to get till she gets monetized? Because she is trying to get very best, sir. I definitely think you take knives and forks with you, sir, as backup, but you take points off if you don't have the knives and forks, but then you use your own. Because you want to look professional, sir. As you said, you don't want to use your own, but you got them as backup. You take the points off where you go, don't you, sir?
Is that it? Right, let's go through those then. Okay, the monetization. You can become partially monetized these days by having 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours within the last 12 calendar months. That allows you to access fan funding and channel memberships. In order to become fully monetized and gain advertising revenue, you need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 watch hours within within the last 12 calendar months. What else did you say? The cutlery thing. Yeah, I suppose I could take my owners back up and take points off, but honestly, I think I'd rather just go to places where I can be reasonably assured they've got cutlery. I didn't plan that. I didn't know where we were going. And even if I had have known where we were going before we were going there, I wouldn't have known they didn't have cutlery because we'd never eaten there before. So, it was just something that I was presented with. Now, if I'd have been there on an informal lunch, just prattling about with mustard, then would I have left the food? No, I'd have found some way to eat it. I'd have eaten it with my hands and we'd have had a bit of a laugh about it. But that would have been, but I was there doing a food review and it's going to make a better video if I don't eat the food. And I think that dear old Mustard realised that after initially thinking that I was just being a twat, I think he suddenly clocked that I've actually created the opportunity for a better video than would have been there otherwise. If I'd have just made do and mend and used my hands and scooped up salad and all of that nonsense, then yeah, it would have just been another lunch video. Doing it this way, it might actually do something. It might do some numbers. It certainly created a more interesting dialogue with Mustard kind of falling out with me and having that argument. And it's just going to make a better video. A restaurant with no cutlery, I had to leave. I had to leave the food and go to the chip shop sort of thing. And as I said to Mustard off camera after we drove back to the yard, then if people watch that video, then they're either going to think that I was completely correct and it's ridiculous to offer a sit down meal of that nature and not to offer cutlery, or they're going to think that I'm the biggest twat in the world. But either way, they'll watch the video, they'll watch all of it, and that means chitting advertising revenue, and who knows? Either way, they might think, well, I'll subscribe to this and watch some more. Either because I think that guy's right and he did the right thing, or because I think that guy's a total twat and I'm going to watch it again so I can hate him and troll him and send hate messages and say nice things about the guy with the beard who has to put up with him. Either way, it's going to be, I thought it could potentially be good for the channel. So I stand by it. I absolutely stand by it. I think I did, as a customer, I think I did the right thing. Yeah, you can argue that, oh, it's street food. You should be prepared to use your hands. You should be prepared to do this, that, and the other. But no, I don't buy that. I don't buy that. I reckon everywhere else on the Milkston Road has got Cutlery. Istanbul certainly has. It's shit. Well, some of the knives were okay. They were Arthur Price Kings International. But it's still Cutlery. You can still manage to eat. So as a customer, I think I did the right thing, and certainly as a YouTuber, I think I definitely did the right thing. We'll see how the videos do. They might just be like all the other Mustard and Boaty videos and die on its ass, but we shall see. Right, back to your comments. Where have we got to? Gosh, how far back do I have to go here? Bloody hell. Oh, you have been busy. Bloody hell. Hang on. About here, I think. Oh, yes, Emma was waiting with basted breasts. Bring your own cutlery, Sir Boaty, says Jimmy F500. Not ideal, but a compromise. The point is, Jimmy F500, if you're doing a proper review, you've got to be like a proper customer. Right. I imagine that you eat out. I imagine that many of you eat out. Do you take your own cutlery? And if you don't, then why should I, as a restaurant reviewer? No. The top was a change from the usual man in black garb that we used to, says Andrew. Yeah, well, I took a change of clothing. I knew I was going to get dirty changing the wheels and whatnot, so I took a change of clothing and I thought I'd try and look a little bit more decent for the video. I've said it before, says Alan. Ram is a legend. He really is. What's everyone's thoughts on a spork, says Andrew, a spoon and fork combination? And Peter P says, Andrew, in the Finnish army, it's called kniffle knaffle. Yeah, and it gets the job done. I like that. If your people are exceptionally rich, why don't they buy their own yard? Like us, only proper rich would sound like a scam ripping the tax off. No idea what any of that means. No idea what any of that means. Yard? Right, if you're talking about the restaurant, we want to buy it, we've tried to buy it, we've offered to buy it, we've offered more than it's worth. The landlord doesn't want to sell at the moment. A spork is a great thing, says Matron. Sometimes you need to stab and shovel. I love the bit in Wall where he's sorting. Right, I've got no idea what that's about. Wall E? No, not a clue. But Alan says he's very pro spork. Ty Spork says sporks are great, and that was perfect timing. Spork was good in Star Trek, says Peter P. The big question is, says Matron, when sorting flatware and cutlery into the drawer, what order is correct? Oh, God, I'll leave it to you lot to debate that. Mork from Ork had a spork. He used it to carve his joint of pork, says Ian Hulley. And that wasn't easy to read. Left to right, says Alan. Forks, knives, spoons, then teaspoons in the wee front bit. Emma says, Tracy, knife, fork, spoon, left to right. Goot Dog says, the guy from Pink Floyd, The Wall. Okay, whatever. Forks left, knives middle, spoons right. Why knives in the middle, says Emma. Evening all, says Lee. The lovely Lee. Sounds like building work is going full steam ahead. Well, fingers crossed, touch wood, it should be tonight and tomorrow morning. Now the big boss is here and has promised to. We'll see. But yeah, I'm a lot more confident now. Warren Properties, Boaty, says Gigafast. That's me. That's me, lad. I'll do you a proper shop. No rotting, dilapidated property. Oh, okay. 2 weeks, says Ross. Sounds like the builder from Faulty Towers. Progress on the B&B, so says Jimmy F500. Yeah, Mr. O'Reilly, says Emma. Yes, indeed. Excellent news, you grumpy bugger, says Mustard. Oh, we're all going off on multi-towers now. Which is man with beard? I do, Mr. Faulty. I love Mr. O'Reilly. Mr. Orally, says Matron. You are orally men. You're orally. He means O'Reilly. Oh, yeah. Yes, that's right, yes. We are orally men. Tick as a plank. Great news, Boaty, says Alan. Are you still planning to move in? Ish. I am planning, depending on how things pan out, either at Ripley or Clay Cross. I'm planning on having a place for me. And it makes more sense to have it at Ripley because I'm planning to base myself at Ripley. That's going to be the first place. It's where I'm most connected with. And Ripley has got that. Ripley has got that amazing loft conversion, which is almost a flat in its own right. So I need to get up there, and it's been so long since I've been up there. I need to get up, have a proper look around. I'll take you guys with me. We'll video it, and we'll see if we can figure out what to do. But yeah, I'm planning to be spending time there. I'm planning to have an area for me, a bedroom, come office, come whatever. I'm not planning to give up this place, full stop. Absolutely not. But yeah, it will probably come to the fact that I probably have to spend 4 nights a week at one of them. But we'll just have to see how that all plays out. I can't really plan it exactly in my mind because I can't remember exactly what it's like up there. And that's weird, but it's also quite exciting because this is the kind of shit I love, being presented with something and trying to figure out a way to make it work and how to make it work best. And as I say, I'm going to involve you lot in everything, and we'll put our minds together and we'll figure out a way to try and make it make sense. It's going to be exciting. I feel a need to see cutlery drawer photos on Facebook tomorrow, says Peter B. Oh, go for it. Use the Facebook group. I'll give you a picture of my cutlery drawer, no problem. Mine is laid out differently to yours by the sound of it. Mine is vertical. Sounds like yours are all horizontal. And I organise my cutlery according to the length of the doings, because mine are all different lengths. So it kind of decides itself. The knives will only fit in the longest one. Then I've got forks. Then I've got spoons. And then I've got multiple cutlery drawers. So I've got one set of cutlery in the top drawer. I've got a completely different set of cutlery in the second drawer down, my best cutlery. I don't keep it in the canteen. I've got the canteen that it came in. I've got very expensive cutlery, darlings. Going back from, well, actually, my expensive cutlery was a gift from my mother when I moved into Cook Hill. And then I've actually got a third cutlery drawer as well for international cutlery. My cutlery situation is complicated. Oh, we'll have to sort cutlery at the Airbnb, won't we? Oh, we've got all these things to look forward to sorting out. I love dressing a home. Yes, I know that makes me sound a bit gay. I don't care. I enjoy dressing a home, coming up with a theme for it, coming up with all the little bits and pieces. We're going to make this Airbnb beautiful between us. We've all got exquisite tastes. I don't set the table, says Ian. Jeeves the butler does it for me. Oh, there we are. Fingers were invented before cutlery, says Andrew. Yeah, and legs were invented before the car, Andrew. Do you walk to work? Or do you walk to the supermarket? Or do you walk to visit your friends and family who live 20 miles away? No, you don't. You go in your car. Times move on. We should move with them. It's just Moroccan shawarma of the Milkston Road, Rochdale, which hasn't bothered. Ah. £7 wine is cooking vinegar, says Gigafest. Less so than £5.29 wine. No yard duties on a Monday when you're rich, Boaty, says Jimmy at 500. I'll still be going to the yard. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. It's whatever the yard started out as, the yard is now just a best friends thing. Mustard is my best friend. That's not going to stop. I will close the Airbnbs on a Monday rather than miss my mustard day. And I'm still going to be wanting to do other stuff as well. So I'm going to make sure that I've got a day off. That's not going to change. How is JJ on her new wheels? Has the driving experience changed? Doesn't seem to have, Alan. I haven't really noticed any difference, which in a way is a good thing because it means that they're no more badly balanced and the tyres aren't knackered or anything. No, she drives straight and true pretty much as she did before. No discernible difference that I can tell, except she looks a bit better. I do need to blow some air into the front tyres. The other thing I've done today, darlings, and I need to tell you this before I forget about it, because I won't remember tomorrow. First thing this morning, I had an email from King Bolan. And if you remember them, they're the guys that gave me that stupidly expensive scanner that I did a video review on and so on. You remember it. It's more than a year ago now, but I'm sure you remember. And they sent me a message saying, hey, long time no speak, blah, blah, blah. We were really happy with the Amazon review you did for us before and the video that you made. And we've got a super duper new thing that we're going to be releasing to the market very soon. And we would love you to promote it for us, to do another review and another video. Would you be interested? So I said, yeah, I'd be interested. Yeah. So there was that, and that made me think. Right, I haven't blagged anything for a while. So, and then I'm thinking, right, I've got the fleet that I need to start doing something with, and I've got some flat batteries, and my top-down JS 1200 is not working as well as it used to. Well, it's not really working very well at all, as you saw when I tried to start Sheeson a couple of weeks ago. So I thought, okay, while I'm thinking about it, I got onto Top Down and said, hello, it's me. I did your thing before, the JS 1200, and I banged on about it in videos and live streams for you, and people bought some as a result, and I've used it and it's been great, but now it's buggered and it don't work anymore. How do you fancy resetting it, doing it all again? Send me a new one. I'll do you some videos and whatnot. And they said, oh, yeah, fine, cool. We've got a new model out. We'll send you one. So there you go. So I've got a new boost pack coming. And I thought, and it just got me to thinking that I should probably at this point, now that my videos are different, everything isn't focused on and around cars. If anything, it's focused around bloody food and cooking at the moment, isn't it? But now it's a lot more wide ranging and I've got more subscribers and I get more views and all of that. I should probably be a bit more proactive in approaching other companies for free shit or for sponsorship deals and whatnot. So before the Airbnb thing really kicks in, or maybe afterwards, because when I've got the Airbnb content going out, that might. So I'm going to reach out to some companies and see if I can get some free stuff or some sponsorship or something like that. Might be really useful for the Airbnb. If I kind of say, "Hey, right, hi, I'm Boaty. I'm looking for people to partner with my channel. This is what I'm doing at the moment. This is the reach I've got here. This is the reach I've got on social media. Uh, but I'm taking on this massive new challenge. I'm converting two old pubs into Airbnb hotels, and I need X, Y, and Z." And if I send that to different people, then maybe I can get like, I don't know, I can get an air fryer from one lot. I could get a microwave from another lot. You know what I mean? All of that sort of thing. So that's going to be worth looking at. I wondered what wall was coming down and where the drop curb would go. The Airbnb should be a good doings, always popular, says Andrew. Hopefully, don't be throwing the dummy out on the B&B like you did with. Right, I've got no idea what you're talking about there. Talking about sausages, has anybody seen the movie Teeth? Right, God almighty. Simple, elegant furnishing, says Lee, and reviews are everything. Clean, clean like it's brand new. People are very critical. Well, I'll get cleaners in. I'm not going to bloody do it, am I? I'll get a cleaning team in. I know who I want, but I'm going to have to persuade her. The person I really want is Boo. Boo is the best cleaner that I know. I told you Boo worked at Gullies. That's where she started out. She started out doing catering and then cleaning. Ended up managing the place because she's bloody good at it. And when the Airbnb was first proposed, first person I reached out to was Boo, and I think I might need to reach out to her again and see if I can get her on board because she would be the person to make it clean, 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 clean to, beyond, above and beyond anybody's standards. And I still cared about her. I'd like to put some money in her purse. But there we are. I will get cleaners, and yeah, I'll make sure that it's I'll make sure that it's clean. And the simple, elegant furnishings. Yeah, well, that's the kind of thing we're going to need to talk about, isn't it? That's the kind of thing we're going to need to talk about because I believe in you dress the place according to it, according to the place itself. So this is a 700-year-old cottage. So there's no way that I'm going to dress this place like I would dress a brand new house. Obviously, in a brand new house, you're going to go contemporary. Contemporary would look daft here. This needs to be appropriate to the age of the building. And when you see the Airbnb, the upstairs, it's very much of its time. It's got huge high ceilings and stained glass windows and all of that sort of thing. So it'll be interesting. I'm not absolutely. Oh, hello. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Do you know what you're saying about the Airbnb?
Yeah.
Why don't you do HelloFresh? Because then you can use it for yourself and you'd also use it for the Airbnb as well.
How do you mean?
Because a lot of YouTubers do HelloFresh reviews.
What is that? I don't know what it is.
It's it's like a food. They set like a set menus for you.
How does that work?
Basically, say like you're doing steak and chips or whatever, something similar like that. They give you all the ingredients for it.
Right, that's not going to work for the Airbnb because I'm going to try and get them to eat in the restaurant. They're not going to be able to cook in the Airbnb.
Another one they do is like a beer review. There's like beer, I can't remember what it's called, beer something.
Again, not sure how that would work. It's not going to be a licensed premises. It's going to be an Airbnb. You know, the idea is that if they want food and drink, they come down to the restaurant.
Well, are you going to do the breakfasts?
Apparently, I'm thinking about it.
Is that another way you could do like snack? Get like a company to do snacks
for breakfast.
Well, yeah, because you could get like croissants or something like
that. It sounds like a lot of arsing about. I don't think that's how Airbnb works, does it? Don't people just look after themselves?
But I've never really stopped at one. But if you're going to get like fridges and stuff, what you want to do is buy them in bulk.
Why would I want to buy fridges in bulk? How many do I need?
I thought like you're going to get 2 or 3, aren't you?
Am I? Why?
I thought they were like rooms you get like you stopped at.
I'm lost.
With the Airbnb, I thought it was like a self-catering idea, is it?
Well, yeah, that was just a flat that you rent, but you can't do that in a shared space because everybody can't be using the kitchen. It's just going to be. I'm not going to rent the whole place out as a complete thing. They're going to rent. They're going to rent a room, a bedroom, and have some access to the shared facilities.
Well, you can still, if you got 2 properties, you can still get like what's the name, bulk then. Like carpets and stuff, because that's what we did.
Well, yeah, but
so the house and stuff, you got discounts on carpets.
Yeah, but as I explained, the landlord's taking care of all of that. So the place is supposed to be fully decorated when we take it over.
Okay, well, it sounds good news for you, doesn't it, sir?
Oh, well, it's potentially amazing news, yeah. Fingers crossed.
What? Yeah, what's that about his car that got damaged?
He'll have to get it repaired, won't he?
Yeah. I have a bad situation. It sounds like it's a good news for you.
Hopefully. It's hopefully we'll see how it plays out, but it's potential. And when you're down at the bottom of a well, then the potential for climbing out is a wonderful thing.
Are you gonna have try it with the R things to show people what's nearby? I forgot what they're called.
Things that what?
Places nearby. You know, when you do your Airbnb, like you like what's down the road, say like a fair or whatever. I forgot what they're called now.
Right. If you're talking about local attractions and whatnot, then
show what's in the area.
Well, on Monday to Friday.
Leaflet. That's it, leaflets.
On Monday to Friday, then I'm going to be concentrating on business users. So the only thing that matters that's nearby is head offices of companies who bring in regional reps or managers and need
light districts as well, don't you, sir?
Sorry?
Need to know about the red light district and the lady of the nights, don't you?
There's a brothel directly opposite the restaurant, so that's taken care of.
That's sorted, wouldn't it?
And and I know the guy who owns it, so that's not a problem. And and then at the weekends, then the local attractions. So you've got the Midland Railway, that's a mile away. Obviously, Matlock Bath is just down the road, so you've got everything that's there. You've got Crouch Tramway Museum. Crouch is like 10 minutes away. So yeah, I would advertise off the back of all of those. And
And
yeah,
then would you do a deal like, say it was like a family who rented it?
possibly at the weekends, I might look at letting the whole thing as an entirety over the weekends. But during the week, then the business that at the moment, I intend to go after would be the traveling businessman. Now,
Yeah, that's what hotels are now, isn't it, as well?
so
Mostly business, isn't it?
obviously we've got a Premier Inn that's less than a mile away, and it's nearly always fully booked. Now, if I can't make a success of an Airbnb within a mile of a fully booked Premier Inn, then there's something wrong with me. But the core business of the Premier Inn is businessmen. I've already spoken to directly to the head people at many local companies who have their head offices there locally. I know what they pay to bring their guys in from all around the UK. I've spoken to the guys and said, look, what would you want in order to say to your bosses, we want to stay there? So I think I've got a reasonable handle.
You can have an introduction when you get it open, so you can have all the local businesses to come and view the property.
No.
And see what deals you can do.
No, I'm not going to do that.
I think it's going to take off well because it's in the prime spot anyway.
Well, I mean, it's in, it's the upstairs of an old pub in the middle of Ripley, so I don't know if that counts as a prime spot, but I think it's got enough going for it that done properly, it's got a chance of more than wiping its face. We shall see.
People want a bit more market than the Premier Inn as well, so I think that might be your advantage.
It's going to be a bit different, isn't it? It's going to be a bit different to the Premier Inn. And funnily enough, you were talking about fridges, and you were talking about beer, weren't you? That was something somebody said to me actually. They said, "Look, if you put a fridge with beer in the rooms, then we'll come there. Don't you worry about that."
Yeah, so, but you can charge them, but you can charge them the beers as well, can't you?
Oh God, obviously they're going to get charged. They're going to get charged for everything.
Like you do, like in certain places, you get, if they've got a fridge in a hotel, they charge you a bloody fortune just to have a bottle of water.
They certainly do, and that's something I have thought about.
So anyway, sir, we look forward to watch it and everything.
It's going to be exciting, isn't it, mate? It's going to be an adventure for all of us, hopefully.
Yeah, because I know it's excited with the house, when the house was getting done up, like.
Yeah, it's an exciting
and then
time.
you have people moving in, it's nice.
Yeah. Right, young man.
The good thing with you get to meet all different people. All right, no problem, sir. Have a good evening.
You too, matey. I better crack on.
All right, good night, sir.
All right, see you later. The lovely Mr. Stephen Paddy there with some interesting ideas. Right, back to the old comments and oh God, what time is it? Oh God, it's 1:15. Oh, time to start thinking about bed and curry and stuff, isn't it? Oh, excuse me. Let's have a look at last night's live stream. 22 more views needed to make it a 4,000 watch. Oh, and while we're at it, how is today's video doing? Oh, I've lost a subscriber. That'll teach me. A subscriber has escaped during this live stream. Lock the doors. Oh, today's vid is doing okay. Right, let's rattle through the rest of the comments then, shall we? That's where we got to, wasn't it? Simple, elegant furnishings. Oh, Simone's off. Good night, my lovely. I think that's all of our dreams, Boaty says, Andrew, having enough to make us happy. Just enough to survive. That's all. Exactly, Andrew, says Lee. You have it, Boaty, and you can talk the leaves off a tree. You should be sat on millions, Boaty. What were you doing throwing the big... I don't understand that. Sorry. You should be sat on millions. What were you doing throwing big 50s a baht? Right, don't know what that means. Don't know what that means. But if it's a question on why do I not have the money that I used to have, then the answer is 7 letters: DIVORCE. A very easy way to lose over £1 million overnight with a simple signature on a legal document. But you're right, I should be sitting on a right few quid, but I'm not. And there you are. There you are. It is what it is. And quite honestly, the way I feel at the moment, I wouldn't change a thing. I'm feeling really optimistic and hopeful and excited and enthused, and I wouldn't change anything. It might turn out terribly, but it might turn out that I'm glad that I've had this challenging period and that I've now got a slightly different challenge where I get to try and build something again. That was always when I was happiest, building things. I get bored very easily. Um, and as soon as I built a successful business, I just wanted to move on to the next one. Because for me, the thrill and excitement is in the building phase, not in the maintaining phase. And I've said before, I'm crap at doing nothing. So if I had a successful business and I didn't need to do anything, I'd just get bored and I'd want to do something else because I'm no good at relaxing. I'm no good at doing nothing. I'm really excited about this. You might have noticed. I'll try and get it all out of my system tonight so that moving forward we can be a bit more level headed. Uh, Yeah, I agree about the Airbnb, says Russ. No dodgy or shop furnishings. Furnish it once to high standard and keep it really clean and get a lady to help furnish, maybe Emma. I've already asked Emma, and if we can make it work, then yeah, Emma is absolutely going to be part of it. Would you not consider doing your heavy goods vehicle boat? Would only take you a couple of months to get a license and you like driving. Well, no, I wouldn't, Skip, because when am I going to get a chance to drive a heavy goods vehicle when I'm running Airbnbs, trying to do a YouTube channel and running a restaurant? I'm kind of not really going to have time, am I? Ah, go for it. Never keep your light under a galley bushel. uh, Indeed, Stephen. Matron says, I like sausage, and I present that statement without comment. People are saying good night to Simone. I like sausage and sausage or bread on a plate or in a bun. What's he done to his hair, says Matron. Oh, God knows. God knows. Uh, oh, Tracy sent a message too. Oh, I apologise. Well, I missed that. Where's that? I can't see it, Trace. Oh, is it on the other phone? Hold on, let me try and find it. Oh, come on, open up. Um, no, nothing there. Trace, where is it, darling? I can't find it. No, can't see it anywhere. Oh, I'm looking on WhatsApp. Is it on Messenger? Oh, what's that? Oh, that's not Messenger. That's Safari. Messenger. Okay. Oh, I found it. Here we go. Here we go, darlings.
If they can't give you proper cutlery, you just walk away. Because you were living in a cutlery infested world, and you are a cutlery infested guy. Hello there from Tracy and Cardiff, badly singing along to a song you're maybe familiar with.
Because I am living in a material world. Well said, Trace. I agree with you. Right, okay. Not wrong with eating with your fingers, but cleaning doings for wiping is a must, says Andrew. Yesterday, says Mustard, was one of the best days we've ever had. We need to disagree to get along with each other. And weirdly enough, I agree with that. Yesterday, for Mustard and Boaty, yesterday was brilliant. It ticked the boxes in so many ways. And uh, we've spoken about this between ourselves. We need to play a bit more on the pompous wannabe twat that I am against the sensible, down to earth, decent chaps that Mustard is, because I think that's going to come off quite well in this video. And we probably need to play on that a bit more. I've got ideas. Dragging Mustard to a Michelin-starred restaurant and watching him complain about how his ball bag is perpetually empty. And the ultimate video, I think, has got to be getting Mustard and maybe his family as well to my restaurant, and I serve him, uh, and he can and he can give me shit and complain about stuff. But yeah, I agree for many reasons. I think yesterday was one of our best days. I certainly enjoyed it. And as we're on the live stream with the inner scrotum, please don't worry. We really haven't fallen out. I know we both did a bit of kind of clickbaity titles, and they're kind of true, but we haven't fallen out. We never will. And very shortly, within the next 3 or 4 weeks, if all goes according to plan, for the very first time, Mustard and Boaty will be drinking alcohol together. And that can only end well. Diane is with us. Good evening, lovely people. Very late to the party. Computer doing strange things. Hi, Diane. Thank you for better late than never. Emma says debate types of videos are great because they get people joining in the comments. Oh God, totally. Oh God, I'm burping like mad. Oh, excuse me. Oh, Craig is back. Hi, guys, and hello to you. Oh, dear. All right, there we are. Oh, hello, Black Lines. Andrew says, Boaty, I've walked to the supermarket and to my parents' house before, and I had my card at home. Good bit of exercise, and it's a good thing I don't live in the arse end of nowhere. Andrew says, Boaty's box pound. Indeed. Right, start saying goodnight, darlings. It's well past time I've buggered off. But I'm going to pound the box before I head to sleep. Have I got a pound? Yes, I have. Oh, and I've lost another subscriber. They're all buggering off. Oh, well, Sodom. If the Airbnb works out, I can buy subscribers. Right, £1, darlings. It's a real one. Look, there it is. One. one box. Tell you what, let's have a cheeky look. Oh. Oh, you can barely see, that's as far as it opens, but there are quite a few pounds in there, darling, and I will add one more. Bosh. Right, I'm starting to get peckish now. Oh, I can feel some curry coming on. Now then. Boaty, contact Smeg for a free fridge and get one for me as well, says Diane. I was told yesterday I'm a bit stiff, says Jimmy F500. Is that a compliment, I wonder? Meticulously planned breakfast at Windy Bum only, says Peter B. I have thought about breakfast. I'm not sure how it's all going to work. I haven't even investigated the Airbnb thing properly. As I understand it, we'll talk about this over the next few weeks. I think that I'm going to be doing it as what I think they call a shared space Airbnb, where you get your own bedroom, but you might share a bathroom or share a kitchen or something. And I don't know exactly how that's going to work yet. Well, I haven't got a clue really. I think it's a huge kitchen up there. And I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work. All I can say is that I'm going to try and do things differently. I always do. Everything I do it differently. I never, ever follow the herd. I always try and do things my own way. So I will research the Airbnb model. I will see what other people do, and I will try and see how I can do it differently. So if I've got a massive kitchen, then I might put a massive dining table in there, and I might offer a breakfast. I know it's called Airbnb, which is like bed and breakfast, but as I understand it, in an Airbnb, you don't get breakfast. Maybe I will tweak that. Maybe there will be a breakfast. I'll tie something in with the restaurant for evening stuff, because I wouldn't be available in the evening anyway to do any kind of cooking. Maybe, maybe I could do. I don't know. I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a fucking clue. We're gonna have to sort this out between ourselves. If you have Airbnb, you need to provide cooking equipment. Right, well, I'll find that out, I suppose. And I'm just kind of whizzing through. If you need a fridge, there are people selling one outside the front door. Oh, that's a reference to the Leicester video. Emma says, I'll keep an eye out for fridges around the Norwich streets. Being from Australia, Boaty, says Lee, I'd love to stay in an upstairs room in a beautiful area such as where you are located. If there's a cafe nearby, I'd be more than happy to stroll there for breakfast. So the business card purchases, says Ross, will be one for the Airbnb and one for Windy Bum. You read my mind. Look, I've got to make it. Behave. Andrew says, Lee, Boaty lives in a beautiful part of Britain in summer. In the winter, not for me. I can't handle the cold. Costly chaps divorce, says Jimmy F500. They bloody are. They bloody are. And Jimmy F500 is putting his 90 on now. Oh, there are some cracking comments here. All Airbnb are different, says Emma. You do it however you want to. Emma, I'm relying on you. I'm relying on you to be my guru, my Airbnb guru. We're going to do this together in some way. When I stay in an Airbnb, says Lee, I find a kettle, coffee, tea, water, and a small fridge is quite sufficient. We're going to have to sort all of this out. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. And on that note, darlings, it's midnight. I'm going to sod off. I'm going to get a shower. I'm going to get some supper. Thank you. Thank you, my lovely. Thank you, Emma. I'm going to get a shower. I'm going to get some supper. I'm going to get some sleep. Tomorrow, I'm going to try and get that bloody food review thing edited and wait for the argument online to develop there. There will be, I've not deleted anything, matron. For channel members, there's going to be a completely unedited, everything we filmed, the whole thing is going to be going up for channel members. Oh, and on that note, I'm knackered. Thank you so much for coping with this tonight. It's not been the most ordered of live streams. I've been a bit excited. I hope that you get a sense that I'm feeling a little bit more positive and a bit excited about times ahead. And I hope you can get on board with that. And I'm totally going to try and make all of this a massive community thing and involve you all. And it's really occurred to me as well that the Airbnb or Airbnbs will be opportunities for those of you who are able to or who might like to come and spend time and hang out. Emma will be an asset to your Boaty, says Jimmy F500, and Carol Ann might help too. Ah, well, there you are. It's going to be teamwork, darlings. Honestly, I'm going to try and make sure this is a team thing somehow. It's going to be fun. It is going to be fun. Oh, the first live stream in there when I stay overnight for the first time, that's going to be a laugh. I need to bugger off, darlings, and so do you. I need to let you go. Yeah, says Emma. Some people may not feel comfortable staying at Windy Bum, so the Airbnb will be another option. Exactly. No, that's the wrong word. I feel very uncomfortable staying in other people's homes, and I'm sure other people must feel the same way too. Yeah, exactly, Emma. Yeah, we worked out all right though, didn't we? I mean, God Almighty, more than all right. Oh God, what a laugh. Right, that's it, darlings. I'm going to cut this one off. This is going to be a thing moving forward. We've got loads to talk about, but at some point I need to stop, get sleep, food, shower, and you guys need to go too. Thank you so much for bearing with me tonight as I witter on, because I've just had a little bit of potentially decent news. I really appreciate you bearing with me. Thank you so much. And let's meet up again, same time, same place, tomorrow night, Wednesday night live, 11 o'clock. I'll be here. Hopefully you will too. Have a safe and peaceful night. Have the best day that you can tomorrow. Take a little bit of joy anywhere that you can. And above all, take really good care of yourselves and of those that you love or who love you. The candle will be relit tomorrow night, 11 o'clock. Much love from me. Thank you so much again. And hopefully see you tomorrow. And on that note, pachoo, and indeed, a big old Airbnb, bosh.